Alright guys, so today I figured I'd show you guys how to set up a cheap DIY radio with pretty much stuff I just had laying around. This works good for like either a bigger toolbox like this or just sitting in the corner for the garage, get some tunes going in the garage. So let's get started. Alright, so the stuff we're going to need for this project, obviously we're going to need a head unit. You can pretty much, if you don't have them laying around the junkyard, I think you can get them pretty cheap. Even a stock head unit would work. Might be a little more complicated, but that's that. A head unit. We have speakers. You can pretty much get these anywhere if you don't have them laying around. I had them laying around. These are out of a Mitsubishi Eclipse. You can use pretty much any speakers that work. So lastly, we're going to need a power supply, which we have in this box. We're going to pull that out of here, and I'll show you what's going on. Alright guys, so this is the power supply that was in the box. This is a desktop power supply. It came out of a desktop computer. It's got the tag on it. It gives it all the specs. So this pretty much turns the AC wall outlet current into a usable DC current that you can run your head unit off of. So it shows some specs here. So first, this has a 12 volt output and a 5 volt output on two separate wires. I'll show you those in a second. You can see at 12 volt we get 8 amps, and 5 volt says 25. So we got total output power of 250. Alright, so on that note, let's start showing you how to hook it all up. Okay, so first, you're going to have these lines coming off of here. They're going to have two blacks, a yellow and a red. The red you would think would be 12 volts, but it's actually the 5 volt, or around 5 volt. The yellow is the 12 volt, or a little around 12 volts. It's a little above, but and then obviously your black's the ground. So those are actually going to go to the head unit. I'll show you how to hook those up in a second. Alright, so now you got this thicker one with a bunch of wires coming out of it. This actually goes to the motherboard of the computer. So this is how we're going to trigger the power supply on and off. So we got this green wire right here. I'll put a blow up picture on the screen, but we got the green one, and then we have 3 black ones, it looks like, or 2 black ones and a blue one. So you're pretty much just going to jumper those wires, and you can either jumper them with a wire or you can use a switch. So whenever you hit the switch, it turns it on. So now it's on. You can hear the fan running. So first, all these wires coming off this head unit. Might get a little frustrated and don't know what they are. So on stock head units, it might be a little tricky to find out which one's which. But on this Pioneer head unit, you're going to have 2 wires that need power. So one of them will be your trigger wire. So when you turn on the car, that gets 12 volts and will turn on the head unit itself. The other one will just be the main power, which I'm pretty sure is this thicker yellow one. And then you have the ground. Alright guys, so hooking the power up. I like twisting the yellow ones together if they're running on different, kind of like different circuits. Helps give the head unit a little more power. But we have a jumper cable with alligator clips. So we alligator that one. And we got the red and the yellow from the head unit. Jumper that one. Then we have the black and the black from the power supply. Twist those together. Alligator clip that to the ground. of this one. And I'll turn around the head unit and see if she powers on. So now we're going to jumper the pins on this main connector, the green and the black. And she turned on. Alright, so now we're going to wire up the speakers and see how she sounds. Alright guys, just real quick, if you don't know how to wire up one of these speakers, there's a positive and negative on the back of the speaker. We have these jumper wires going to them. Yellow's positive, black's negative. You're going to have about 4 pairs of wires coming off the back. One's just going to be a solid color. The other one's going to be that same color with a black stripe. So solid color is positive. One with a black stripe is negative. Just going to alligator them to the speaker. So obviously this one you can hook up a max of 4 speakers. They're on different channels: left rear, right front, left front. So you can change all that in the head unit itself. So also, if you want to listen to the radio, if you get one of these extensions, it just looks like that plug. Pretty much goes into the back of the radio back there. And just buy one of these, and I just tuck it back there, and I get pretty clear radio signal. Now we're gonna jump the green and black wire, and there we go, it turns on. Now also with this setup with the power supply, there's a automotive fog light that I had sitting around, and there's not a lot of light over here, so you can pretty much just hook some jumper wires up to it, and now you got more light. So let's test this thing out and see how she sounds. Alright, so this is some royalty-free Matt Poss band coming in hot for all you people who like the flag videos out there. Royalty-free.
I tread upon. Come the night I come alive, it's where I live, it's where I die. Here 1 second, turn around, I'm gone. Coming in high, coming in low, coming in light, coming in.
So there you go, guys. Pretty much free for me. I had the stuff laying around. It might cost you a couple bucks, but it's well worth it having some music in the garage when you're working on stuff. So if you like the video, hit the like button. If you have any questions, just leave them down below and I'll get right back to them. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe already, and have a nice day.